Would you believe me if I told you I am not wearing any makeup on my face, any foundation in this video right now? Well, technically I'm not wearing what one would consider normal makeup or foundation on the skin. If you've been with my channel long enough, you will know I do not have perfect skin. I am 50 years old. I do think I take really good care of my skin, but you know, at 50 years old, I still deal with, you know, normal combination oily skin. I deal with acne. I deal with hyperpigmentation that's called melasma, and some days it is a lot worse than other days. But I have not been wearing any traditional foundation on my skin for quite a while now. So I'm gonna turn off the ring light because I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh, well, that's just because you have, you know, the ring light on, and you know, of course a ring light makes our skin look a lot better. But the reason I have to film with the ring light is because I travel around so much and I don't have any natural light in many of the places where I am, so I do need to use the ring light to give a little bit of lighting. So I'm just gonna turn it off just so that you can see my skin, and I'll even zoom in so you can see it up close, especially if you're new to my channel and you don't know, you know, what my skin already looks like. I'm gonna turn the ring light off now, and then you can see what it looks like now without any ring light. The lighting in the room that I'm in is just a little more yellow. I am sitting in front of like this little vanity, so there are lights here. But let me just zoom in a little bit because I do want you to see my skin, and then I'm gonna show you the product that I'm using on my face. So really quickly, I wanna point out, I was shaving my face last night. Yes, I shaved my face. I shaved the peach fuzz off like once a week, and I wasn't paying attention, and I sliced my skin right here. So I'm actually gonna show you a product in a minute that also heals things like this on our face really, really fast. But I have no foundation on my skin at all. I do have a little bit of blush. I did put a little concealer. I did put just a smidge of concealer, not much at all, because you know, I have these little poofy bags under my eyes and I don't want to get filler, so I do try to conceal them just a little bit. Of course I have on lipstick, I have on, you know, eye makeup and all of that, but my skin itself, I have zero foundation on. So I'm not sure if I should leave this ring light off or if it just looks too dull and kind of dim. I can't really tell because I'm looking at this little teeny viewfinder, but I'll just leave it here for this video, so hopefully it won't be too bright. But I just feel like the lighting where I am, I'm actually on a cruise ship. I will share more about that in an upcoming video. But the lighting in here, there are no windows, so it's really dark and kind of yellowish in here, so I did need to have a little bit of lighting. Let me stop yapping and share with you what I have on my face. This is not a brand new product to the market, but this is one of my favorites that I especially take with me when I'm on a cruise or traveling. This is by Aven. This is their sunscreen compact. But you guys, if you hate wearing makeup, or maybe you just want to use like a tinted sunscreen just to give you that little bit of coverage, this is like a medium, almost full coverage foundation in an SPF 50 all mineral sunscreen compact. I love everything about this product. There's absolutely nothing I don't like. Well, there's one thing, and I'll share that in a minute. But it comes in this nice little kind of plastic compact. It's nice and lightweight. You can throw it in your purse or your bag or even in your pocket. And the top part of it has this little sponge, and you can buy extra sponges if you know you are worried about them getting, you know, dirty and bacteria in them, or you could just wash this the same way you do your blending sponges. Then it has this other little plastic partition here that prevents this from just sitting in the product. Then when you get to the product, there's a mirror on this side, but then you have this beautiful cream to powder foundation slash sunscreen. Now technically it's not a foundation. That's why I say you can get away with that no makeup look when wearing this, because you don't have to hassle with getting any foundations. You can just wear your sunscreen as your foundation. This one I have is in the shade, I think it's called beige. One thing I absolutely do not like about this is it only comes in 2 shades. So they have a deeper shade than this. I think it's called honey, but I'm thinking if you have really dark skin, I don't know, you know, how well these would blend into the skin, because for me, this gives me a medium to almost full coverage that looks like a foundation on my skin, but it doesn't look like makeup. It literally looks like my skin. This is actually a magical product. Funny thing is I remember trying this, I don't know, a couple years ago, and maybe it was a different formula back then, and I don't remember liking it. But I recently tried this again because of course I wanted to take it with me on vacation, and this is probably up there with my all-time favorite foundations for my skin. That's how amazing this product is. And so as you can see when I'm blending it in, it's rubbing in just like a beautiful lightweight cream. It's not a heavy, thick, goopy, gloppy cream. It's just very lightweight. But when it dries down to almost like a powdery finish. The coverage on this, it's insane. It just kind of airbrushes out my face, and I just really love the way this looks. So even if I'm not going on a tropical vacation, even if it's the dead of winter, we still need our sunscreen. But if you don't want to wear something heavy on your face, you might want to look into this. But I wanted to share how amazing this is and a couple other products from this brand, because right now they're having their friends and family sale with a pretty nice size discount, 25% off. So right now, if you wanted to save, I'll leave the discount code in the link below. And of course, this video is not sponsored. I've never done a sponsored video, and I never will on this channel. However, if you do choose to use any of my links or discount codes, those are affiliate links, which means if you decide to use my code, I do receive a referral commission. Of course, it doesn't increase the price to you, but no pressure to ever use my codes, my links, anything like that. You can just Google the product, look it up yourself if it's something that you're interested in. If you do use my links, thank you very much. Now, I do use a sunscreen, a cream sunscreen underneath this. You could probably get away with just using this as your sunscreen and no other product underneath, but for me, since I deal with, you know, my melasma, I want to make sure I have like a ton of layers of sunscreen on just in case, you know, so I don't get any darker melasma. So what I used today, I used one of my favorites from Avène. This is my second one already. I shared this quite a bit, but this is one of my favorite sunscreens. This is from Avène. This is one of their all mineral. Again, this is a zinc oxide sunscreen. So again, if you have sensitive skin, anything like that, I think that you will love their sunscreen also. And that's one thing about Avène. I've been using their products for many years, especially this one right here, their thermal spring water. I have shared this in countless videos. It's been in my Holy Grail videos, and I'll quickly talk about that in a second. But for this sunscreen, remember I said the only thing I do not like about this compact, I mean, this is perfection, except for, you know, they don't have a shade range. But if you have my skin tone or even darker, I think that you would love their tinted sunscreen. Now, if you have my skin tone or lighter, you might not like their tinted sunscreen, and I want to show you why. Let me just show you what the tint looks like on here. Do you see how dark this tint is on this sunscreen? Actually, let me show you one second, and I'll show you one of my other sunscreens that have a more common tint shade. This is one of my favorites from the brand Skin Medica, and this is their tinted sunscreen here. So let me just show you. This is what most tints, like if you have the Dermatology tinted sunscreen, right here on this side, this is what the Dermatology looks like. So look how much darker the tint is in this Avène sunscreen, but it's like a beautiful bronzy shade. So if you're just kind of looking to perk up your skin tone and just kind of bring some life back to it, if you're feeling a little pale, you might really enjoy this. It might be too dark for some people, but once it fully, you know, rubs in, when you rub it in properly, it really just is kind of like a bronzy glow sunscreen, but it doesn't look greasy or shiny once it dries down. It just kind of dries down to a more natural finish. These two are two of my favorites. Like I said, I am on a cruise, and so I brought them with me. That's how much I love them, because I absolutely do not want to be without these. Now, I do have another one of their sunscreens. This is if you don't want a tint and you just want an all mineral sunscreen that's great for sensitive skin. They do have one that's not tinted. This one does leave a smidgy of a white cast, and this one's a little bit kind of dewier or glowier than the tinted one, but I love this one on my hands, my arms, my neck, my chest, because especially on my neck, if my neck gets irritated, you know, I test out a lot of products, so sometimes I go a little crazy and I mix things that I probably shouldn't mix. And so sometimes, you know, my neck will get irritated, you know, or my face, I will slice my face off shaving, you know, little things like that. So there's no way I would have been able to put a chemical sunscreen over top of this slice on my face today. But this is perfect if you have the most irritated skin, because Avène products are just so calming and soothing and gentle. So like I mentioned when I zoomed in, last night I was shaving my face. Now I just use a regular men's razor. I will link that video down below if you're like, what do you mean you shave your face? How do you do it? And if you have any questions, I answer probably every question you could come up with in that video, so I will make sure I link it down below. I'll also try to remember to pop it up here if you are interested in learning about how to shave your face to have that super baby smooth skin. But I was shaving my face, and normally I have no problems, but since I'm on a cruise ship, I had some products in the little like medicine cabinet in the bathroom here, not my skincare, but like toothbrush, toothpaste, stuff like that. I keep my skincare out away from the humidity in the shower. But something started to fall out of the cabinet, and I was holding the razor here, and I have no idea why, but I quickly looked over to grab it, and as I looked over, I guess my face was touching the razor still, and it sliced me in 2 little spots. So 2 little chunks of skin and like a little line came out of my face. But I cannot even believe how healed, almost healed this is just in less than 24 hours. And I'm gonna show you the product that I used from this brand actually that healed this. You know, it's still there, but it's healing much faster than what it would if I hadn't have applied this product. This is what I put on it from Event. I think this is one of their newest products, their Cecolfate. It's a hydrating skin recovery emulsion. It says it's for sensitive, delicate skin. It says it's for post-procedure and post-tattoo. They say it's great for eczema or any irritated skin. You guys, I put this on my skin last night and then I put it on early this morning. It looks like it is almost healed. So I'm sure it'll build like a little scab, but whatever is in this, which I know what's in this because I read the ingredients, but the way it's combined, this just calms and soothes the skin and it helps to heal that skin barrier a lot quicker than if I were to have not put anything on it. So this is something, you know, you might not need to use something like this every day in your skincare routine, but this is something I will always keep on hand because you never know when you're gonna slice your face off when you're shaving. And then if you're wanting to shop in this friends and family sale, if this is a brand that you love as much as I do, I'll show you a few of my other favorites from the brand that I have with me. This is their Tolerance, their Soothing Skin Recovery Cream. This is great for reactive skin. If you are someone who deals with rosacea, redness, or eczema on your face or anywhere on your body, your neck, your chest, you might want to look into this product. This is a beautiful product to reduce the redness in the skin. Even some of the reviews I was reading, you know, some of the people were saying they'll never be without this because they have the worst rosacea, and this is one of the only products that is just soothing and calming for their skin and will help reduce that redness pretty quickly. So one of my all-time favorite things from this brand that I've used for many, many years, this is their Aven Thermal Spring Water. And basically all this is water in a can. But when I was using my prescription strength Retin-A, every now and then I would just go through these moments where my skin was raw, it was irritated, it was burning. When my face was irritated and burning, all I would do is just spray this on. It's got such a beautiful fine mist. And I would just spray this on my face. So not only, of course, does it feel good and cooling because it comes out nice and cold in this can, but it's a sterilized thermal spring water that actually will help heal your skin. So if you want to use some type of a hydrator, but you want to keep it a little more natural, I mean, you can't get any more natural than sterilized thermal spring water. This is a fabulous product. This is fabulous for all skin types: rosacea, eczema, normal skin, acne prone skin, melasma, if you're really trying to cool your skin down, because remember, if you're in the heat, you know, maybe you take a hot shower or blow dry your hair, melasma will get darker. Mine will, especially when I do things in the heat. So if you're trying to quickly cool your skin down, just keep a little can of this on you, throw it in your purse, spray this on your face, and it will kind of help that melasma to just chill out, cool down, and hopefully it won't get, you know, super duper dark. So this is something I always have with me. Also, I don't just use this on my face, I also use this in my hair. When I blow dry my hair with a round brush, sometimes I let it dry a little bit too much, but I need the ends to be just a smidgy damp. I'll spray a little bit of this. This helps with my hair to prevent, you know, flyaways. It helps add that extra hydration, but of course it's an amazing hydrator, and it just really makes my hair look really shiny and pretty when I spray this on before I blow dry it. And then 2 last products. This is one that I have recently been using and I love it. And this, I got this in like a little kit with the other products, so that's why I've recently been using it. But this is their Tolerance. This is their Extremely Gentle Cleanser. Now normally I don't like extremely gentle cleansers unless I'm using them in the morning, but if you are looking for an extremely gentle cleanser, this one is fabulous. But what shocked me about this is I actually can use this as my makeup remover. But if you mix it with water first, it's not gonna work. So what I do is I apply it the same way I do an oil. I put this on my skin when my skin, you know, is full face of makeup, but I put it on my skin dry. I do not mix it with water. And then I just massage it in, you know, the same way I would with my cleanser. But you guys, I can get this all over my eyes, everywhere. It does not burn, it doesn't sting, and it just melts off my makeup. And then finally, I love an eye cream. Now, I know I hear many doctors say an eye cream is not an essential step of our skincare routine, but I always use an eye cream. You could get away with just using your face moisturizer, but you know, if you feel like, well, I still have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, you know, there's crepiness or texture in my under eye area, and you know, are very reactive to things like retinol or, you know, really intense products for the face, because you want to be careful and not get those products too close to the eyes. But this is their eye cream called Physiolift that has a retinol, not retinol, which can be irritating. It has the retinaldehyde in it. So if you're going to use an eye cream, why not, you know, use an eye cream that actually is going to make some changes in our under eye skin? They have another one called Retronal Eyes or something like that, but this is their Physiolift. I think they're like almost identical. The ingredients to me look identical, but this one's cheaper, so that's why I like to get this one. I don't love this one as much during the day. Now, you could use this during the day because it's not sun sensitive the way a retinol or a prescription strength is. But for me, I don't think it's hydrating enough. It's not wet enough for me. So this, I really enjoy this in the evening. They have some good studies. I'll pop up their percentages of, you know, the results at getting rid or reducing the dark circles, the fine lines, the wrinkles, and puffiness. If you're looking for an eye cream that's not just, you know, your basic feel-good eye cream that's just gonna make your under eyes feel soft, and you want something that's actually going to do something for your under eye skin, you might want to look into this one. If you have any products from this brand that you absolutely love and you wanted to recommend or suggest that I try, leave that in a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. I love reading your comments, and I'm sure other people who read comments love getting different tips and tricks, you know, from those of you that leave your comments down below as well. And if you're interested in my travels and you want to know some little tips and tricks of how we travel so often, quite inexpensively. Is that a word, inexpensively? Quite budget friendly, how we travel on a budget. I will be sharing some more tips and tricks in some upcoming videos, but in one of my upcoming videos, I already filmed it, I shared with you guys every single skincare product I brought with me on the cruise, which means if I was able to pack it in that one suitcase, I made sure I brought my all-time favorites. So when I unpacked my skincare bag, I filmed that so I could show you guys all of my absolute favorites that I brought here with me. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.